very, very funny, Mr. Will Forte. Excited to talk to you because I'm a fan of everything you've done. I just want you to know, I bet you can't name one project of yours that I didn't enjoy.
I'm not even going to embarrass you or me by bringing up some of the ones you probably didn't enjoy.
It would put you in an interesting spot there, I can tell. Well, we have a ton to talk about. Before we get to the stuff that you actually probably want to talk about and the studios are making you talk about, let's talk about Nebraska, because we're here in Billings where you filmed part of the movie.
Oh, yeah. I spent like a week and a half in Billings. I loved it. It is a beautiful city, and I wish we got to spend more time there. It was very cold.
Yes.
It was very cold, but, that was a beautiful part of it.
That's part of the territory when you come to Billings.
So I was prepared.
Exactly. That's all you need is a jacket and come here. It's so cool for us because, we don't get a lot of movies in the city. A lot of people film in Montana, but they want the majestic rivers and mountains and stuff. You were right here in the city, and it's not a crappy movie either. That's the weird thing. Usually if somebody films here, it's going to be crap.
I still can't believe that they let me be a part of it. It was such an exciting experience. And I will say, it just is such a beautiful city. I went and took a couple runs up on the what is it, the bluffs? What's it called? The top of the mesa?
The rims.
The rims.
Yep.
Yeah. I went up there and just, it was so cool to run around there. And the food is really good. Had a lot of good food in Billings.
Yeah, surprisingly, we've got some good stuff here. Well, we all as a city are very, very excited to see Nebraska come out, and really excited to hear the the critical acclaim and the awards that it's already picking up here before it even opens. So that's an exciting project. Congratulations!
Thank you very much.
It's got to be huge for you because obviously most of us see you as hilarious Will Forte that cracks us up and everything, but that's kind of a departure from the normal Will Forte we know.
I never thought that I would get an opportunity like this, and it is just so unexpected, and so it's just really exciting.
That's awesome. Is that something you want to do more of? I know comedy's obviously the wheelhouse there, but do you want to step out a little more and try some other serious stuff, or is it kind of try to stick with comedy?
Well, I love comedy. I will always want to be doing comedy, but I've always wanted to experience a little bit of everything. And if people are willing to let me do it, and it feels like something I would do a good job at, I never want to do something that I feel like I would suck at. So, if I feel like there's at least a 50-50 chance or better that I would be decent in something, then I'll give it a go.
You're going to give it a go. I like that attitude. Well,
all I'm looking is for 51%.
That's all you need. Once you hit that 51%, it's a go. Sign on the dotted line. And obviously, you got to at least 51% with Cloudy with A Chance of Meatballs because you're doing it again.
Yes. It was so much fun. I loved the first movie and got to be a small part of that. But a small enough part so that I could divorce myself from the movie and watch it as kind of an outsider, and I just was such a huge fan of that movie. So it was so exciting to be a part of the second one, and I got to have a much meatier role. So it was so much fun. I'm so excited about this movie.
That's great. Is it a lot of the time on these voiceover type films you don't get to work with anybody? It's just you in a studio. Is that how it was on this one, or did you get the opportunity to work with any of the other cast members?
No, it was everyone recorded separately, or at least I think everybody recorded separately. I don't know. Maybe they tried to get Anna Faris and Bill Hader in the room together because they have so many scenes, the two of them. But for at least for my character, I was all alone. But I also live in Los Angeles, so it's just you can't really get everybody together because everybody's spread out all over the place.
Yeah.
The schedules are so crazy. So, but it's great. It's such a fun, comfortable experience because the guys who directed the movie, Chris and Cody, are great, and they do the voices, and they do pretty good versions of everybody's voices.
That's awesome. That's got to be fun. And will you, for the people that are going to go see the film, tell people a little bit about your character?
Well, so the first movie is about Flint Lockwood, and he builds this machine that turns water into food, and then they have to destroy the machine at the end. This movie is about the situation is they find that machine is still working, and it's creating food animals, foodimals, and they're kind of delicious, but also dangerous, and your food can kind of come after you. So they have to destroy the machine again, and so I played Chester V, who is an older inventor who Flint Lockwood looked up to as a kid, and we start working together. And it's really fun.
A little partnership there. Doesn't this seem like a movie that you would write like with a sketch comedy group back in college days, like when you were on a bunch of mushrooms or LSD or something?
It is. I never did those things.
Well, not you, but let's imagine somebody else. Let's say another comedian.
Another person. If they did that, if they were horrible people who did that. Yes,
exactly. That's what it seems. I mean, it seems
it's friendly, kid friendly.
Exactly, of course, kid. I mean, it's one of those movies. It's the minds that come up with it you don't understand, but the kids somehow they eat it up. So that's coming out, and we're going to check that out for sure. Also, you got.
Oh, it's great. It's one of those rare movies that kids will love and parents will love just as much because it's really good, fun, stupid adult humor. And it's just great. It's just a great movie all the way around.
That's awesome. Other news, SNL this Saturday kicking up. Is that good news, bad news?
That's right. That's this Saturday. I mean, it's hard to be away from that place. It was such a unique and special experience, so I will always miss it. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be so exciting to see the new cast. You know, there are some old timers still there, but it's such a big group of newcomers. I'm really looking forward to watching them because I hear they're really, really funny.
I was going to ask that. I mean, is that something you think you throw on the DVR and watch when you get around to it? Are you anxious in watching it live on Saturday, or do you do you not really care? I mean, how important is it for you to see what's happening, especially with Tina Fey coming back? It seems kind of exciting.
Oh, Tina is so good. Yeah, I mean, I would be watching it regardless, just because it's just your family that you're watching. So there were a couple months where I stopped watching it just because it was hard to watch. It was right after I left. Hard to watch all these people be doing this without you. You know,
yeah.
It made me sad to. It made me feel like it just made me miss it. So, but I still wanted to support my friends and they're just, everyone is so funny. So yeah, I will definitely be watching. I DVR it because, hey, I'm out on a Saturday night.
Exactly. You're a busy man. Speaking of Saturday nights, this past weekend, I got to give you a congratulations on the big Emmy nomination. I mean, that's a huge honor.
Thank you.
And I mean, you should have won it, and it's crap that they gave it to that other idiot, but
I should not have won. Bob Newhart. Just to even be in the same category as him, I felt like he should have just even had his own category.
I know, isn't that so funny? It's like Bob Newhart's up there, and it's like
above everyone else.
Yeah,
it's so a legend, and like so much of his, his persona and what he does. I've learned from, and he's just so funny, so uniquely funny. And
he loves it. I mean, the thing is, like, he's been waiting for one of those for so long that I've heard interviews now with him, and I mean, it's so sweet that he got it. It's like, you can't argue with that.
Unbelievable to me that he had never won an Emmy. I mean, I would have, if you asked me, has Bob Newhart ever won an Emmy, I would have thought, oh yeah, he's probably won like 10 Emmys.
Yeah, he's got a shelf of them.
Yeah.
Of course, I would be in the same boat as that. Well, hey, Will, Nebraska, we're all looking forward to that. Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs this Friday is here. It's we got it in 2D, we got it in 3D, we got your options for you. And
Go see it in any D that you want.
In any D. Let's do that. And before we go, I know you've worked with Jennifer Aniston a lot lately. Can we start the rumor that you and Jennifer Aniston are an item? Is that a good rumor to start?
No, you cannot. Her man Justin is such a wonderful guy, and I don't bite your tongue. Sir.
Sounds like a cover-up to me. But either way, Will Forte, hey, you're a comedic genius, my man, and it was truly an honor talking to you. So thank you so much for taking the time, and best of luck with all the success you're having, and congratulations.
Thank you very much. It was good talking to you, too, and I look forward to a return trip to Billing.
Thank you so much. Have a great one, Will.
Thanks, you too.
The Big J Show. Weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on Billings' #1 hit music station, Hot 101.9.